A man whose official government salary is basically non-existent just bought 17 luxury palaces across his country. His wife vanishes for months at a time. His children live in complete secrecy, protected by the same security protocols reserved for nuclear weapons. And behind closed doors, he maintains a 2,000-woman pleasure squad. Meet Kim Jong Un, officially North Korea's humble public servant, unofficially orchestrating one of the most twisted wealth-hiding schemes in modern history through absolute control, family secrets, and a lifestyle that defies international sanctions. Man behind the curtain. North Korea's GDP per capita is $1,300 annually. Kim Jong Un's estimated personal fortune is $5 billion, making him roughly 4,000 times wealthier than the average citizen he claims to serve. While 40% of his population lives in extreme poverty, Kim Jong Un has systematically built a shadow empire of luxury that operates completely outside international law. He doesn't just hide money in Swiss banks like other dictators. He's created an entire parallel universe where bulletproof trains carry him between palaces, where his family members live under fake identities, and where young women are recruited to serve the regime's most powerful men. This isn't just about wealth. This is about a man who turned an entire nation into his personal playground while the world watches helplessly from the sidelines. Vanishing wife mystery. Let's start with Ri Sol-ju, Kim Jong Un's official wife and North Korea's most invisible first lady. Married sometime around 2009, she appeared at official events for a few years. Then something changed dramatically. In 2012, she vanished completely from public view for over a year. Was she pregnant? Dead? Imprisoned? Having plastic surgery? When she finally reappeared in 2013, she looked different, acted different, and seemed to follow an entirely new script. Ri Sol-ju's absences follow a pattern that coincides with major political events. During her longest disappearance, 11 months in 2014 to 2015, intelligence sources suggest Kim Jong Un was dealing with internal power struggles and needed his wife out of sight to avoid any appearance of weakness. She's not a partner in this regime. She's a prop that gets wheeled out when needed, then locked away when inconvenient. The woman who should be North Korea's most visible female figure is instead a ghost, appearing just long enough to remind the world she exists, then vanishing back into the shadows. Secret children. Kim Jong Un and Ri Sol-ju have at least one confirmed daughter, Kim Ju-ae, born around 2013, but the reality of their family life is far more complex and disturbing. Kim Ju-ae didn't appear publicly until November 2022 when she was already 9 years old. For nearly a decade, the world didn't even know she existed. When she finally did appear, it was at a missile test. Because nothing says normal childhood like watching weapons of mass destruction while sitting next to your dictator father. But intelligence reports suggest there are more children living in complete secrecy. South Korean intelligence believes Kim Jong Un has at least 2 additional children, possibly sons, whose identities are so classified that even their birth dates remain unknown. These children live in a twisted bubble where they're simultaneously the most protected people on Earth and completely isolated from any semblance of normal human interaction. They're educated by private tutors flown in from foreign countries. They travel in armored convoys that cost more than most nations' annual budgets. They've never set foot in a regular school, playground, or anywhere a normal child would go. The psychological damage of raising children who know they're destined to potentially inherit control of nuclear weapons? That's a conversation no one in the regime is allowed to have. The Kipumjo. Now we enter the darkest part of Kim Jong Un's empire, the Kipumjo, or Pleasure Squad, an alleged collection of approximately 2,000 women and girls maintained for providing entertainment to high-ranking officials. This system began during Kim Il-sung's reign in the late 1970s, when officials scoured the nation for its most attractive young women and girls to serve the regime's elite. The system is divided into 3 units: singers, dancers, and what insiders call the manjokjo, the unit explicitly tasked with providing sexual services. Officials identify attractive girls, often while they're still in school, and offer their families what appears to be an incredible opportunity. Their daughter will serve the nation's leadership. What the families don't realize is they're essentially selling their daughters into a system they'll never escape. These women live in luxury compounds, wear designer clothes, eat the finest food, and have access to privileges most North Koreans can't imagine. But they're also prisoners in golden cages, cut off from their families, forbidden from having normal relationships. They are also required to remain available for the regime's entertainment needs 24/7. The scary part is that many of these women genuinely believe they're serving their country, having been indoctrinated to see the sacrifice as patriotic duty. The $5 billion lifestyle empire. While his people survive on international food aid, Kim Jong Un has built a luxury empire that would embarrass Saudi princes. Like we mentioned earlier, Kim Jong Un owns 17 luxury palaces scattered across North Korea. His primary residence features underground bunkers that could withstand nuclear attacks, private water parks, movie theaters, and wine cellars stocked with bottles worth more than most North Koreans earn in a lifetime. Kim maintains a collection of 100 luxury cars, mostly European brands, that cost more than entire North Korean villages see in a decade. His favorite is a Mercedes-Benz S-Class limousine that's been modified with bulletproof glass, run-flat tires, and communication systems that keep him connected to military commanders even during his most casual drives. Kim Jong Un also owns a private jet that he uses for both diplomatic trips and personal pleasure flights. The luxurious interiors and state-of-the-art amenities reflect his extravagant lifestyle and desire for comfort while traveling. Kim Jong Un's passion for luxury extends to the seas, where he owns a collection of extravagant yachts. His main yacht, a 100-meter vessel, features helicopter landing pads, submarine docking capabilities, and entertainment facilities that most cruise ships can't match. Dennis Rodman, who visited Kim's private island, described it as like Hawaii, Ibiza, or Aruba, a tropical playground where Kim retreats when he wants complete privacy from the world. Ultimate control mechanism. Every person in Kim Jong Un's inner circle becomes complicit in maintaining the empire. His wife's comfortable lifestyle depends on staying invisible and asking no questions. The Kippum-jo women receive privileges that make them elite compared to ordinary citizens, creating loyalty through relative luxury. His children are raised believing their lifestyle is normal, ensuring they'll perpetuate the system when their time comes. Even his military generals benefit from access to luxury goods, foreign travel, and special privileges that make them invested in keeping Kim in power. Intelligence sources suggest Kim maintains approximately 200 secret bank accounts around the world, but the real security isn't financial, it's psychological. Everyone around Kim Jong Un has something to lose if the system collapses, which means everyone has an incentive to keep the secrets hidden. The $200 million annual luxury budget. While international sanctions supposedly restrict North Korea's access to luxury goods, Kim Jong Un continues spending an estimated $200 million annually on personal luxuries. How does he do it? Through a network of shell companies, diplomatic immunity abuse, and what intelligence analysts call luxury trafficking, systematically smuggling high-end goods through China and Russia using diplomatic pouches and corrupted customs officials. Swiss watches worth $50,000 each, French cognac bottles costing $2,000, Italian leather goods, German luxury cars, and Japanese electronics that cost more than most people's houses. Kim Jong Un employs thousands of bodyguards, food tasters, car mechanics, pilots, and support staff whose only job is ensuring his comfort and safety. The annual cost of just keeping Kim Jong Un alive and comfortable is over $1 billion. Sadly, that's equal to North Korea's entire healthcare budget. Human cost of absolute power. Behind every luxury purchase, every palace, every yacht, there's a hidden cost measured in human suffering. 10 million North Koreans face chronic food insecurity. 30% of North Korean children show signs of chronic malnutrition. 200,000 North Koreans remain imprisoned in political labor camps for crimes as simple as watching foreign movies or listening to South Korean music. Sadly, the palace network, the luxury cars, the private jets, the yachts, they're all being prepared to transfer seamlessly to the next generation of Kim family rulers. Kim Jong Un has created a system so focused on luxury and control that it's completely unsustainable. The more money he spends on palaces, the less stable his economy becomes. The more he isolates his family, the less prepared they are to actually govern. The more he relies on entertainment squads and luxury goods to maintain loyalty, the more dependent he becomes on systems that could collapse overnight. Kim Jong Un has built the most expensive prison in human history and locked himself inside it. He can't travel freely without massive security operations that cost millions. He can't trust anyone completely because everyone around him has been corrupted by the system he created. He can't even eat a meal without teams of food tasters ensuring someone isn't trying to poison him. What's your take on dictators who live like billionaires while their citizens survive on international aid? Let me know your honest thoughts. And if you want to see more of the world's richest icons and luxury stories, subscribe right now, because this is where the legends live forever.